Hey guys, it's Rebecca Oberstadt. So I had a conversation with one of my followers on Instagram, and I told her that I was getting the James Charles palette, and her favorite colors are purple and green, and my favorite colors are green and blue. So I told her that the first look that I was going to do with the James Charles palette would be something inspired by her products, but basically for her. So she makes soap, and this is one of her pictures off of Instagram. And you can go follow her at Sugar and Silk Soap on Instagram. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this picture and I'm going to swap out like the bottom colors for the greens and then use the purples on the top and then do a gold line through the center as best as I can. And I'm going to try this. I do have another soap that I had saved off from her page, which is blue and green. So I'm going to try and do a look like that at a later time, but I just figured it was something that I could do inspired by her handmade soaps. And you know, it'll be my first time actually putting the James Charles palette on my eyes. I did do a live stream where I did swatches, and I found that any staining that I had on my hand from the nice hot pink shade called Skip didn't stick around as much when I used the BH Cosmetics eyeshadow base. So I'm going to apply this with my finger, and I'm not worried about doing like any more makeup than just my eyes right now. And this stuff seems to be like drying out to me. Oh, good. I was gonna say I need to go get a mirror, but I've got my Milani palette right here. I just want to make sure that I get eyeshadow base all the way to my lash line, because I have a tendency to like forget or just miss right along the lash line, and so the colors work fine everywhere else except for like right along here. And it doesn't help that I have like skin tags right along the lash line. Okay, and get that off. And I will tell you the shades that I'm using as I'm using them, and then I'll try and like insert clips of the palette. Okay, so the first shade I'm going to try and use is I think I'm going to go in with Escape, and I'm going to mix it with Flashback to get like a lighter purple shade. And I don't usually put product directly on top of an eyeshadow primer. I usually set the primer first. So this will be a first. But James Charles in his video said not to. So we'll see. I'm having some issues blending it right there, but I seem to always have a problem with that spot on my eye. Oh, I guess I could zoom you in. And once I get the purple down, I'm kind of going back with Flashback and just kind of blending it. Because I don't want that color as intense, because that's kind of like a lavender shade in the soap. Hence the reason why I'm using this color. And then not adding any more of the purple, I'm just going to go in with Flashback above it, because the soap is white at the top. I might do the other eye with the other soap as inspiration. Okay, now that I've got that blended out, I did order 2 Morphe brushes, but for some reason I only got one of the 2, so they are shipping out the other one. This is the M560. It's kind of like a more detailed size for a blending type brush. I'm going to go back into Escape. I was going to go in directly with a green, but I think I'm going to use a little bit of Shape Tape on my lid and cut the crease. Okay, and with a Luxie 245 brush, I'm going to go in with a little bit of Flashback mixed with Daddy. Because I want the green, I just don't want it as bold. And I'm only like picking up a little bit of product on the brush at a time. Okay, now I'm gonna take the same brush. I'm gonna use my JCat color switch to get the color off of it. And then I'm gonna go into Cape Cod and pop that right in the center. Just for a bit of dimension. And I'm going to go back with that little brush into Escape. To define that purple a little bit more. Two little green specks on my face, and then I'm gonna just lightly blend that purple. I don't want to lose any of it. I just want to blend it into that lavender shade that I made above it. Okay, now I'm going to take my little Luxie liner brush. This is a 219. I just picked up some water out of the sink. I think I'm going to go into Wig. I was going to go into So Good, but I think Wig will be right what I need. It actually almost looks like the color in here. And because I've got a little bit of gold that came down a little too far, I'm just touching into Daddy and tapping over it. So there is, let me zoom it back out. Well, hello, I just accidentally turned it off. Okay, there is the inspiration for this eye look. And even though I don't have like concealer or anything else on, I will go ahead and finish the under eye. So I'm going to go back in with my little blending brush and pick up the white and that purple. And there's that eye done. What I think I'm going to do, because I've already got this eye primed, is I'm going to go to the other one and I'm going to do this one on this eye. So I'm going to start with Social Blade. And I know I'm going to run this under my eye, so I might as well do that while I've got the brush and I've got it out. And normally, you know, if I was doing a look and I'm going to like keep the look on all day, which it's like 1 o'clock in the morning right now, I would do corrector and concealer and that kind of stuff. But because I've got a chicken to stick in the oven in about an hour to start cooking for tomorrow, or today technically because it's Thanksgiving, I'm just playing with makeup. I want something in the morning. I don't even know what time it is. What is it? 2 o'clock. It is 2 o'clock Friday morning. There you go. See? 2:02 a.m. So it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I want to play with makeup. And I did a live stream with the swatches earlier. I just didn't do an eye look. I was going to do a look with this palette today. I was actually going to do it last night. I took my makeup and stuff off from the live stream and went to start filming, and I was like, oh, screw it. I edited two videos instead, so. Okay. I think I am sufficiently green. Try to make sure I don't grab the same brushes. Now, I think I'm going to use that same brush that I used the purple with. And I'm going to go back into Daddy. And I'm just going to blend with the first brush without picking up any extra pigment. I think everybody has that one spot on their eye that just either is difficult or doesn't want to hold product or just is weird. I'm going to go into Cola. And Cola is a pressed pigment. So this will be the first time, well, I think Escape is a pressed pigment as well. But this will be like the first time that I've actually used it on my eyes. I did swatches on my both arms. I did swatches on my hands. And with it cold outside right now, my skin's freaking out a little bit. It's like I want color right along my lash line and it's going, nope. That would be a no. And I know it's not the brush. This is a SLMS Glam brush. This was one of the shades that I said that you kind of have to build up in order to get it to the pigmentation that you wanted. And the fact that it is a pigment versus a regular, like eyeshadow, I can understand that. And if I'm having this much issues with it, I mean, I could always switch brushes and use a smaller detailed brush, but I think I finally got it to where I want it. Now I'm just gonna go back in and blend. The picture has like a light colored blue in it. I'm looking at Hello or even Brother to use as a color. I think I'm going to go into Brother. Wow, it's like really picked up quite a bit. I should have used this brush for the Cola shade. Holy crap. Yeah, the heck with it. I'll just paint it over the Cola shade. Now I do have some fallout, so probably do your eyes first. Wiped away with no problem. Okay, since I've already got the brush with the blue on it, I'm going to go ahead and pop that here. And try not to stab myself in the eye. Okay, now I'm going to go in with Hello on my finger and kind of pop it right in the center. Okay, not exactly what I was expecting. Kind of have to be a little firm with it, and I'm going to take it here. And up here. With whatever was left over on my finger. kind of want to drive.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We're meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me, we're meant to be